got senior point guard Justin Coleman with us. Go ahead and fire away.
What did you learn about your team after your first true road game?
First, I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for giving me this opportunity to be here in front of you guys and the opportunity to play here. But to answer your question, we had perseverance in that game. We didn't play well. We didn't shoot the ball well. And the fact that a lot of guys stepped up, like Emmanuel Aycock, Alex Barcelo, Dylan Smith played really well. The fact that Brandon Randolph didn't shoot the ball well, he did other things well, played defense on their best player. So we persevered in that game, and we came out on the end winning.
That said, that make you guys feel pretty good that you can pull it out in that case. And I'm wondering, what the trip was like back too, if that made that long flight a little bit better.
It made the trip back home a little quicker. Winning on the road is always good because it's tough to win on the road, especially at UConn. They had, 17,000 fans there in the hockey arena. So it was a big-time win for our program, but also for the players.
What was it like for you in that Maui Invitational where you just almost every shot you were taking just seemed to fall in for you?
I just got to give the credit to my teammates because, like Chase Jeter said, some great screens. Ryan Luther said great screens to get me open. My teammates, Brandon Williams and Brandon Randolph, got me the ball where I can make shots. And they just believed in me and had confidence in me in the game. So I just give credit to my teammates.
You feel like you're a player that in those situations when maybe some of the other guys aren't, their shots aren't falling, that you can be a guy that kind of takes over the game in that aspect?
I just try to do what I can do to win. If that's me scoring the ball, facilitating, guarding the best player, I just try to do what I can do to win.
How's the dynamic within the starting lineup when Emmanuel's in there as opposed to Ryan?
Those two guys are some really good players. Like we say, Ron Luther, he came from Pittsburgh, so he has a lot of experience. So in the UConn game, Ron Luther stepped up and made some big free throws, some big plays for us, got some big rebounds. And Emmanuel Aycock, he's a young guy that can be an NBA player, so he brings to the team a lot of versatility at the four. He can pick and pop. He can put the ball on the floor. He can guard, quicker guard. So those two guys are really good players for our program.
Do you feel like it's a different look, particularly at that position with either one of those two guys? They're a lot different players, too. When you start a game, does it make a difference what you can do? And do you think that maybe helps you in certain matchups or anything?
I feel like we do the same thing. We practice the same thing every day. We have 4 or 5 teams in practice with different lineups. So with Emmanuel in starting 4, he does the same thing. Ron Luther, he can shoot the ball. He can put the ball on the floor. He can pass. Ron Luther can also do the same thing. So we keep the same game plan every game.
What areas of growth have you noticed in yourself since you arrived at Arizona?
Just been a better leader. Because I tried to the younger guys. I go back to my freshman year, I had guys like Levi Randolph, who with the Cavs, and Reno Bossahan with the Northern Suns here. Those guys gave me a lot of information, a lot of knowledge that I didn't take in as a freshman. So just being here now in the same situation they're in, just trying to pass down the knowledge that they gave me as a freshman to the freshman guys like Brandon Randolph and Devonair and stuff like that. So just being a better leader, I feel like I've grown in that area.
What sort of knowledge have you been able to pass on to them?
Just about being patient, because coming as a freshman, you come out of high school, top 25, you want to score 20 a game, you want to have the good games, but in college, things are different. You have to be patient and wait on your time and wait on your turn.
Could you sense that with a player like Devonair, kind of anxious to get on the court? Is that something you kind of have to teach him as patience?
Yeah, Devonair and I, we have a lot of conversations outside of practice just about getting in the gym, getting extra work in, having patience, knowing his time is going to come, because Devonair has been getting a lot better each day in practice. And when he gets in the game, it shows. So his opportunity of playing time has increased. So from here on out, I would see Devonair playing a lot more minutes.
What do you see out of him? Like, what is there? What's the potential that he has?
I feel like he's a NBA player also. He can score the ball. He can pass the ball as well. He can shoot the ball. He can do a lot of things that I can do my freshman year. So I feel like he'd be a pro in a couple, 2 years, 3 years.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's shown flashes, certainly last Thursday. Other games he doesn't get in, but, I think that maybe there's room to grow there defensively or whatever too. Do you feel like the games he's growing from when he's in there, or are you seeing it in practice mostly?
I could say both. In practice, he's been challenged a lot by Coach Miller and also by his teammates because he has to guard some of the best team. It's Dylan Smith, Brandon Randolph, who's averaging 17, like Coach Miller said. He has to guard those guys every day. So it challenges him to push him to be better every day. And also when he get in the game, it comes easy for him because of who he has to guard every day in practice.
How important do you think it was for Brandon Williams to make those 2 free throws at the end of the game, especially being on the road?
It was very important. You know, like, I feel like Brandon Williams has grown a lot as a leader and as a basketball player. For him to step up and make those free throws was big for our team and also big for himself. You know, he was in the game in crunch time in the last 4 minutes against UConn when it was 2-point game, 4-point game, and it just shows his maturity level for the game.
I know obviously you're a mature guy, but I didn't know if you have to, block out anyway that you're going to Alabama and going home kind of this weekend and focus on this game Thursday. I mean, has it even been in your mind at all?
I'm just trying to take one day at a time and one game at a time. So today we're just going to prepare for Utah Valley, and then after Utah Valley we're going to prepare for Alabama, and then, just go from there.
Are you excited to return home to Alabama, see some family for a little bit?
Yeah, I feel like I've been home. I've been away from home for a while, so I'm excited to see my mom, my little brother, my grandparents, and just some of my closest friends. But also I have the opportunity to play against a lot of guys that I played at Alabama with, like Dante Hall, Dejan Ingram. I've been knowing John Petty since he was 7th grade, so a lot of those guys on the team I have a good relationship with. So be able to play with them on the court would be a blessing.
Yeah, I mean, will that be strange to play against them, you think? And after being there a couple of years, and like you said, for years you probably met them in other AU ball or high school, whatever, too.
I don't feel like it'd be weird. I mean, I played against them plenty of times just coming up in open gym or Wrigley or whatever the case may be, but just the opportunity to be out there and play with my teammates and against some of my old teammates, it'd be a blessing.
Anything else for Justin?
When Sean Miller left just now, he addressed you as J. Cole. Does he always address you as J. Cole? Is that like a nickname, or is it just something that he happened to call you today?
It just depends. If I turn the ball over, he'll call me by my full name.
All right, thanks, everybody.
Thank you.